So looking back across my channel, I released a video with Fen called You Don't Mess With TV Head, Starbound. And if I'm honest, I could barely get through a minute of the video because I cannot stand my voice at all.
Is it the thing with like the shell around its body?
No, it's an orange slime.
Oh yeah, I think it's also.
But I decided to revisit it, and I feel like I'm going to make this a regular series now. And before I actually start this, I want to clear up some things. Pretty much anybody who has played this game will compare it to Terraria, and to be honest, I did too. It's very similar art styles and design, although it does have higher resolution and smoother animations. And also, I just recommend this game to anyone who's ever played Terraria or No Man's Sky to play Starbound. In my opinion, it's just expansive and kind of a lot better than Terraria. Hey, no, that's not what I meant. The second thing is I'm not finishing this entire game in this video. I'm thinking about making this a series and doing uploads for it on every last Saturday of the month. If I don't keep up with that, please just give me some grace. I'm trying my best here. Finally, there was a lot of long stretches of doing things in this game, so just to keep those segments interesting, I'll pop up and just talk about stuff I was watching or listening to in the background and give my opinion on whatever the hell it is. Starbound starts with customizing your character. Yes, I guess we gotta do that before we start. So the customization is pretty normal. You have stuff like skin color, hair, clothing, etc. But the coolest thing is at the top, and that's the race selector. This game consists of 7 different races to play from. This includes Apex, Avian, Florin, Glitch, Human, Hylotl I think it's pronounced, and Nova Kid. And for that 2020 video, I chose Nova Kid, so I decided to change it up and try out Hylotl. I also may or may not have designed it off of a certain Doom character. And then we actually start the game.
Hey, you. You're finally awake. You were trying to...
Wait, wrong game. We wake up in a building where we're told that we overslept, so I instantly decide to take a bathroom break. The logical course of action. We put on our uniform and we join many others in a room where we see that we might be a part of a space force. Our fellow protectors, today we come here to witness the Proctorate grow. For over 500 years we stood proud on Earth, drawing together races of all kinds in the name of peace. Our task, to protect our fellow beings, to support, house, and educate those that seek our aid, and to foster accord between those that aspire to it. Today, in the name of peace, we welcome our newest compatriots and present each with our greatest tool. Huh? What was that? A giant tentacle monster. I feel like I'm covering a lot of games with those. No, not that guy. No. You, graduate, take this matter manipulator and run. Get to safety. Oh, okay. Ooh, a matter manipulator. What is this? Oh, it's a pickaxe? That's cool, I guess. You know, I thought I'd be able to shoot beams out of it or something, but a pickaxe. Whoop. So our focus then switches to trying to get off planet and escape with our new handy tool. We then pick up a broadsword, stab a couple tentacles, and leave everyone to die. Starbound, what is that? The name of the game or something? We find ourselves stranded in space on a ship with our awesome pet crab, and we meet Sail, or S-A-I-L. I then beam down planetside and see if I can find anything useful, cause I ain't getting anywhere with that ship right now. I continue to venture for a bit, killing off some creatures and looting some abandoned houses till I come up to a campsite where I get something called a fragment core, where Sail tells me that for no apparent reason I should just get 20 of those, and I'm like, okay. After that, I decided to venture left instead, but honestly, it doesn't matter what the plan is in this game. All of the surface is circular. Like if you travel from point A and walk only right, you'll eventually reach point A again. Continue walking, I come across this portal site where it asks me to deposit the core fragments and take me to this new site. This is the Ark, the main location for all my shopping needs and quests for this episode. We also meet Esther Wright, who is a retired Grand Protector, and we learn from her that Earth has pretty much been entirely destroyed. Blah blah blah, gods, endgame stuff, death, not things important to me. Penguin Pete wants me to go to a mining facility and repair it in exchange for repairing my ship. Okay. This station seems dead. Sale says life readings are difficult to define. This darkness is overtaking the— That's a shotgun. Nuh-uh, I ain't dealing with your monster bullshit today. So anyways, I decided to explore again and found these lovely frogs, and that's spelled with 2 G's. I built myself an inventor's table, and I try my luck again with this mining facility. So anyways, I started to make a strip mine, cause why not? And while I did that, I watched Dune for the first time. It was cool. I'm excited for the sequel now. I also started construction on my house too. I got myself some iron, or puddle gear as they call it, armor. And I decided to do the facility again. This time I wasn't messing around. I had pond armor. The battle against the giant crystal was epic. So epic that I got bored and did it again. Oh yeah, I got an electric guitar. That's cool. I can play Moonlight Sonata on it, I guess.
Hi.
I decided to travel to a new planet for the first time in search of completing my next task, which was scanning objects from the Floran citizens. On my journey, I came across alpacas, which are hands down my favorite race, and why are they not playable? And then I got bullied a lot, which was fun. So I decided to go back to my mine after that to see this is where I can get core fragments, which is really nice to know now. Before I began to just bridge over the core overworld like a normal person, while I did this, I started rewatching Young Justice, which is a DC show basically following the sidekicks of the Justice League, and I forgot how much I actually like this show. Blue Beetle, best character. I took another alpaca break to pass the nightfall and decided to enter the temple that was very close to the beam down point. I decided to rob and bully them for a change, and it seems like to be a dungeon for the avians. I ventured to another forest world, still looking for foreign structures, and find a very interesting eye biome. I keep on walking and I finally come across my first colony. It's a glitched colony, not a Floran one, sorry. And this place is still cool though, it's very medieval styled. I decided to stay for a bit and do a couple tasks and rob them of their belongings, perfectly normal. And I decided to head home and finally buy a teleporter that I set up in my home's basement. This gives me direct connection to my ship and the Ark without having my ship in orbit. With this teleporter, I can finally feel safe enough to go faster than light and venture into another solar system. If you've ever played No Man's Sky, it's very similar to that game's hyperdrive system. But that's when I remember I can get abilities like dashing and double jump. So I went to the art and met up with Elliot with 2 T's. My dash tag needs to be properly tested before I can go on mass production. Would you mind putting it through the paces in my obstacle course? I learned the dash and double jump abilities here, and weirdly I really like these obstacle courses. They are just very simple and fun. I also remember that I can get a mech for space travels, so I thought I was very overdue for one of these. The mechs are kind of integral to this game. They allow you to venture into friendly and hostile ships and asteroid fields, allowing a lot more exploration. I used this mech to join the Peacekeepers, a group of vigilante space astronauts run by this guy, Captain Noble. Captain Noble wants me to arrest this guy with the name of Captain Ignoble. This guy sounds like trouble and is entirely not Captain Noble. See, he has a nose and a mustache and glasses. Very different. I venture to a desert planet and search for clues to find his next location, and I track him to an underground base and prepare for a breach.
FBI, open up!
Okay, what's next? Oh yeah, Floran artifacts and whatever. I go to another forest world and look around for Floran civilization, and I actually find it. It's so close. I guess I gotta keep looking. Okay, another forest planet. Please be lucky. Oh man, it's Nova kind. Wait, is this Western themed? Okay, I'm not mad. This is just straight amazing. I finish off this session by just deciding to paint my ship's interior.
Hi.
I start off the final session by continuing to look for Floran colonies, and I come across a Hylatl colony, and it's very heavily inspired on Japanese culture, which makes it one of my favorites, and I honestly love how differentiated every race's cultures and colonies are, taking inspirations from something else. Like, Avian seems to be Mesoamerican from the dungeon, Glitch is Old Western America, Hylatl is Japanese culture, Floran is tribal, and Alpaca is Nordic, and I'm assuming that Apex and humans follow the same formula too. I find an actual avian colony, and it just kind of confirmed with the website also that this is based on Mesoamerican civilization. I finally find another Floran culture, and I'm able to finish this one task, unlocking what seems to be a dungeon that I will save for next time. Before I ended this session, I wanted to do 3 different things: explore a medical base, explore an ocean planet, and explore the moon. I start off with the ocean planet, where you start on a beach with these adorable little sharks. I also listened to Ocean Man on a 10-hour loop while I did this. Then I ventured to the seafloor and explored it until I came across a colony. It turns out the Hylatl colony, whoa, the fish people have a colony on the ocean planet? That's crazy, man. And takes more inspiration from modern Japanese culture, which I love. So I hopped on into the moon and instantly realized that the ground was green. Okay. And I realized that there's a lot of fuel for our FTL component. And that's not unnerving. Oh, what is that? What are you? What are you doing? What do you want? Die. It's not dying. What do you want? Anyways, I visited the medical center and there wasn't really anything there, and I decided to end the session, not by fighting a boss or anything big, but just by going home and relaxing. So overall, Starbound is amazing so far. I actually have been reading up on the unfortunate controversy that caused the game to stop updating. Apparently Chucklefish, which is the developers of the game, was accused of exploiting and abusive work hours of around a dozen contributors. And that's just a scummy thing for a developer to do. And if any of those contributors are watching, I just want to say that I'm sorry and thank you, because I doubt without your work this game would have been great. And I just want to end this video with a moral lesson. If anybody here owns a business, don't exploit your workers and make sure that your company bathrooms are clean. Please and thank you.